Okay, got a pretty late lift today. Like I said yesterday, I went out shopping, trip, spent the day with the family though. But gonna be starting off with some accessory work first, and then move into the star of the show, which would be quads. I don't know what weight to do this at. I haven't done them in a minute. So we will find out. We're starting off with adductors, as you can see. Got some new gear I'm rocking from the shopping trip. Let's see, how's that feel? Let's do a little warm up first. Got some new shoes and some new tank tops. Oh, that feels really bad on my fucking core. God. Alright, let's do a little bit more. Okay. I think we'll stick to 50 pounds for the initial working set and then go up from there. But yeah, I got some snazzy new shoes and this compression shirt, which I'm loving the way that it looks on me, that's for damn sure. Okay, maybe we can go a little heavier than that. Another thing I'm doing for this lift is having a lot shorter rest times in between the sets. Just so one, we can get out of here quicker since it's late, and two, just to up the intensity a little bit. There's more you can do than just different rep schemes and obviously different weight or whatever. You can also play around with your rest time. One more of those. Let's keep this ball rolling. Next, calves. Okay, do a little bit of warm up. No, no weight, 10 on the side, and the 10 and 25 on each side, just to make sure that my calves don't fucking snap at the ankles. Yeah, so going for higher reps, and I don't know if I'm doing 15 or 20 yet. I'll figure out mid set whether that's the case, if I'm, or whether or not I do 20, but at least like 15. Yeah, I think 20 is the move. There we go. One more of those. Okay. Tell you what, you showed me from like a year and a half, 2 years ago, what I look like now. I'd have fell over, you know, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I'm looking fucking crazy right now with this compression shirt on. Okay. Did a couple warm up reps, went up in weight, each time did a couple single leg. After the warm up, in between the warm up and now, I went over, did another set of the adductor machine because I didn't feel like I hit that enough. But here we go. First working set should be nice and controlled.
I'll probably be early. I gotta work tomorrow. That sucks. Yes, after I was stuck all week, 16, the entire freaking week. And I'm off. I slept through half my this. I'm doing more than yesterday. You don't feel tired? Yeah. I don't overdo it. Just do a little bit and go home early, bro. gotta be good at standing. Some of the things like that. Stand up.
I really wish this Lake Girl had a fucking seatbelt on it.
Forearms and legs.
Okay. I think this is something I've shown in a video before. And if not, basic idea is take one of these weightlifting belts or deadlifting belts, whatever you want to call them. And if it's long enough and you're not on the larger side, you should be able to wrap it around the back of the seat here and strap yourself down if it doesn't have a seat belt. The only problem is now I gotta move the seat up a little bit. There we go. Sucks. Okay, hold on. Okay, this kind of sucks. That kind of fucking sucks. I've done this before and it didn't really hurt that bad because you're basically bracing against your stomach with this fucking thing. I think next time I'm just going to do one of these, hold onto the seat, get that extra stretch because you're bending over more. Because the more you're folded over and your legs are fucking straight, you're getting a deeper stretch with that hamstring. And you get to focus fully on contracting your hamstrings instead of fucking bracing your lower back and your core to try and leverage against. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, basically, I'm going to lean forward and grab the seat. Now, there's nothing wrong with the tip I just showed you. I just didn't remember it having so much pressure on the midsection. I think if different style machines have it set up where you can actually put it through like the bottom of the seat and go over like almost like an airplane seatbelt instead of it being right across your stomach, it would work a little better. But this, it doesn't really afford me the opportunity to do that, so we're just gonna stick to this. Oh, fuck. Drops. Time for some quad work. Looks like we're making good time tonight. At about the 45-minute mark. Same as everything else so far. Warm up, go up and wait, up and wait, up and wait, up and wait to hit working weight. And of course, do a little bit more than last time if you can for some progressive overload. I don't know if you guys can see or tell really. Actually, no, it's stupid. It's completely obvious what I'm doing. I'm sticking my knees further out, letting my butt come up a little bit, and really letting the knees fully get stretched open, or the quads get fully stretched there at the bottom. Just set the seat back a little bit so you can kind of lean forward a little, or I guess lean back and lean your legs out a little bit more. The only problem is it fucking kills your shins because you gotta let the pad set a little bit higher on your shins to get that deeper stretch. Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Probably should have let that one go down just to spare my back. But I pushed up through it anyway. I felt like it was all upper back though. Or lower back. Fuck, I'm lightheaded. Still trying to figure out if I like a closer stance or if I want a neutral stance. Oh, fuck. That's why we use safeties, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, fuck, I think I went too deep. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think we're done. Alright, let's see if we can't see some separation in these quads. Of course, it's going to be less separation when it's fucking pumped, but let's see what we got. What we're working with here. I'm usually looking better from the side here. I'm also surprised that I honestly think that as I've gotten into the main gaining phase, like deeper into it, my legs have gotten somehow leaner. At least they look leaner, I think. It might be just I'm getting like a little bit of a recomp because I'm putting on. Actually, no, I haven't really changed weight, so I can't possibly be doing a recomposition. Because technically, I should still be losing weight, but I'm not because of the fact that I dropped calories pretty quickly towards the end there, and I think it has something to do with why I stopped losing weight even though I was below my maintenance calories. But I'm thinking that the current leg training, or the recent leg training, has combined with the steadily increasing amount of calories, has made my legs a bit more defined than they were when I was at the end of the cut. So I'm starting to see more and more separation. Now, of course, you guys aren't going to see that when I'm pumped. But like this morning when I was getting ready for my shower, I, like every bodybuilder does, goes and looks at himself before they get in the shower or after. And I was seeing that separation from the tendons that go, like that. I don't know what the fucking muscles are called, to be honest with you, but I'm seeing more and more separation lately, and it's starting to get pretty cool. Now I know that that's going to start to go away once I get into the higher calories, and I start filling out a little bit more with um, a little bit of excess calorie fat. But I'm building muscle, so it'll look better the more I get bigger muscles. I'm. It's too late. I'm talking fucking nonsense. Let's get in the car. Okay, that was legs. A little bit different today. Changing up the order of operations, if you will. Uh, shall we say? Because I just felt like it. I also felt like all the supporting muscles that go into doing a squat should have. I kind of went like into it like this. Like, one, I want to make sure I hit calves and adductors. I don't want to skip them today. Two, I wanted to make sure that all the muscles that support the squat are warm when I finally hit squats. And three, circle back to the first reason, I wanted to double make sure that I hit adductors today because I haven't hit them in a while. Because it's kind of like inside edge, lower, back, and then the front. Because everything else around the quads and the rest of your legs is working together along with your glutes and your lower back and all the other shit. It's really a whole body movement. But that's the logic I used, I guess. I've never been to this gym this late at night. As far as I can recall, I don't think I've been here later than 9 o'clock, 9:30, maybe at the latest. Fucking, why can't I reach it? Hold on, I gotta make sure that thing stays in focus. Take this the fuck down. Yeah, you guys will see this in the video before this one goes up, but I fucking had that hanging up there because I wanted to actually smell the fucking air freshener instead of it just being over there, which for some reason, if I have it hanging up in the back on the hook or on the little oh shit handle over here, it doesn't like permeate throughout the whole vehicle for some reason. I don't know why. So I started hanging it up here again because I stopped doing it initially because it kept on focusing on the fucking air freshener and it did it again. So I gotta take it back down again. Maybe I should get one of those can ones that you could just set on the floor and it does the scent, That's probably the best move. But yeah, that last set of quads was not okay. What are we doing here? Why are we going 15 miles an hour? What are we doing? You got a flat tire or something? What the fuck? Sorry about that, guys. Sorry you had to hear that. But yeah, that last set of squats just kind of fell apart. I went a bit too deep on the last rep there, I don't know why it doesn't want to keep staying focused on my fucking face. God, I'm cursing a lot in this video. Maybe it's because I'm up so late with so much piss and vinegar and caffeine in me. Um, so I just decided to call it quits because I didn't. I think I'd done enough on my legs. Quads, I hit them pretty hard with those leg extensions. So I think we're in the clear. Next time around, next leg day, I think I'm gonna do a lot of heavy pressing, but with like the machine, just to be a little bit safer and a little bit more exertion for the quads. I'm gonna do a more quad focused day. How about that next time around? Because today was accessory work, more accessory focused, I would say, and that wasn't intentional, to be honest, but it ended up being the case. I also thought it was kind of cool looking back at the footage I got from straight on the side there, seeing the uh, path of the barbell, which I think I did pretty good with my form. There was a couple of reps in that set that weren't exactly straight up line up and down, but I think for the most part I got pretty good uh, reps. I wasn't too sure about it, honestly. In my head, I was thinking, I was like, am I hitting these fucking squats right? Because I know I'm hitting depth. I'm going past parallel, you know. But I you might have saw it while I was doing those sets. Is that I'm kind of experimenting with the different foot placement for the set for the squats, and I basically landed. I think I've basically landed as like a shoulder width part kind of squatter, if not with my toes pointed out a little bit. I keep going between that and a slightly wider or slightly narrower stance, depending on, I guess, my level of fatigue, maybe. Um, but if you guys have any tidbits or tips in the comments, feel free to drop them. See if I can improve my squat form, just so I can get stronger and progress. I didn't do the weight I did last time. I think that's because the last time I was doing the way I've been doing it before up till now, where I did quads first and squats were the first thing on the menu. There we go. Now it'll actually stay focused on my face, even though I fucking tried tapping it earlier. But it was only like 5 or 10 pounds lighter, so it's fine. Um, yeah, good leg day. Uh, yeah, that's it. I can't think of anything. I want to get inside and go to bed. Oh, I was gonna say I kind of like going to the gym at this late at night. It's just if it wasn't for the fact that I get up and go to work at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, not 4 o'clock. Closer to 5 is when I leave, but I wake up like 4:30, and yeah, if it wasn't for that, I would love to just go to the gym later at night because there's barely anybody in there, and you basically have full reign of the gym. Uh, yeah, I think it's quarter to 11 right now. So it's pretty late. I'm gonna go inside and see if the next dubbed episode of Solo Leveling is out, and if it is, I am watching that shit. I'm loving Solo Leveling. I also really liked uh, Invincible. Uh, that fucking fight between Conquest and Invincible was incredible. That I audibly gasped and was like, "Oh shit!" when they fucking like met their fists together so hard. Spoiler alert. Met their fists together, like punched at the same time, so hard that they broke each other's fucking hands. Like, and it's fucking whatever this bone's called shoots out to the top of his hand, and he busts his fucking mechanical fist that he had on there. It was fucking crazy. He fucking headbutted him to death. Like he was running out of limbs by the end of the fight. By the end of the fight, I think he had one arm and one leg. He might have messed up both arms by the end of the fight at the point, but at that point yeah, both of his arms were fucked and one leg was fucked. So he just decided to headbutt him to the death once he got him to the ground, and that was fucking sick. I and fucking Eve, she pulled a I guess a Super Saiyan, where they get stronger after they get beat to fuck, and they just decide, okay, it's time to win the fight now, and she just goes God tier mode. Apparently, they explained it later in the episode, or in a later episode, that basically they have whenever they were raising her as a kid in the government or whatever to be a superhero, they put a chip in her brain to limit her powers or something. But when she goes through a stressful enough situation, she fucking unlocks her full potential. Yeah, that was cool. Anyway, I'm running out of memory on my SD card apparently, so I gotta get out of here. Later.